My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle.
Ah yes, yo chicken bros, what's up? It's your boy Smiley here, coming at you with a brand new video. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about an article that really needed to be made. It was so important that it had to be made. Like, there was no reason not to make this article right now. Heck, it should have been done last year. Fox made an article on how to evenly distribute chores between people. In a world where we have shortages of 3 items, a war going on, and so much more, this is the important thing that we all need to know and learn about. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, make a ring a ding ding. And with all that being said, let's get into today's video now, shall we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you kind of a paragraph by paragraph, or not really paragraph by paragraph, but each paragraph I find something to say about, I will tell you and explain why I feel one way or the other about it, because honestly, this thing feels a bit on the nose with this message, I'll be real with you. So let's go ahead and start off with this first article now, shall we? Research among heterosexual couples showed women tend to shoulder the brunt of the housework. Even when wives make more money than their husbands, they still spend more hours a week on housework. Now, I like the fact that they give their sources in each part. If you notice, there was a boldened text within those words where it said a recent study, and I clicked on it and found their sources within the area, so I will give them kudos to that. I am not going to, I give credit where credit is due, but neither the article nor the source explains exactly why this is. You see, for one, this is obvious. If the wife is not making any money and is a housewife, then the housewife would want to keep the house clean and thus do more of the chore work, while the man who is going out to work will be getting the money to keep the house intact and paid for. Same would go other way around if the woman was working and the man was at the house. Then he would do more of the housework. If you are both working, which in this economy you probably are, I can kind of understand being a bit jealous about that, but what does it really matter at the end of the day? Oh, Smile, how dare you dismiss this horrible issue? How dare you? No, let me tell you what you should do instead. Because yes, there very well could and seems to be, based upon these statistics, a bit of a lopside within these issues. I'm not going to lie to you. They had decent evidence that they backed up with. The thing is, if that bursts your bubble, if that makes you mad, talk it out with your partner. Have a civil discussion. Because if you can't even do that, don't stay with them. Put simply, like that. If you can't have a civil discussion and try to figure out, hey, this is bothering me. Could we, even out the chores a bit or figure something out? Then, boom, you got your answer. That's all you have to do is talk it out. You ain't got to be scared about that kind of stuff. Or you shouldn't be in a relationship. And I really do like this part, okay? Vox is a staunch supporter of the idea of the wage gap. And they are stating that if a woman is to make more than a man, but the wage gap perfectly states that men will, on average, make more than women. So this should be a very small minority. Or it shouldn't be there at all by Vox's standards. Now, I'm going to ask you, how can they say something here that defies their own logic and writing in another article? Do you notice that issue? There's no consistency. So that was one of those small little things I noticed while reading through this that made me think, well, should this really be a trustworthy site? Because if you go and read an article, you got to think, okay, what is this article being used by and what would it be made for? Or, an easier way to put it, if you read a Mountain Dew article about how good Mountain Dew tastes, then obviously it's going to be skewed in the direction of making you want to buy a Mountain Dew. The same goes in many more complex issues. if you read something from a business or a news article that thinks one thing, then they are going to talk like they want you to think the same way or do the same things. So you kind of got to watch out when you're reading and studying things. I'm just going to state that out there straight up. And now let me continue with the rest of this article now, shall we? If you feel your fate is being sealed as the forever tidier, you have to discuss boundaries and expectations with your housemates. First, begin the conversation as neutrally as possible by saying something along the lines of, I really want to be a great housemate to you, and one of the things I think would be helpful for our relationship is if we come to agreement on the expectations around the cleanliness and organization of the apartment. Are you open to a conversation like that? Now, here's the thing. I'm going to put it to you like this, and I'm going to put it to you straightforward. That's one of the first things I'm going to talk about when I move in with somebody. If I get me a girl, we're going to lay down the lines. You got to figure everything out right away. You're going to give out ground rules such as who's doing what, what's going on. Because on the foundation of a relationship is your schedule. What you know each of our expectations for each other are. If you don't know what's expected of you, that's only going to cause more discomfort. So if I talk to my girl and I say, hey, you can wash the dishes, I'll take out the garbage and sweep and whatever else I need to do, you can do what you need to do, and we do that every day, then we understand what we are supposed to do. And if my wife is having trouble finishing with the dishes, we may have had a really dirty plate or two, I'll go over and help her. And if I need help, I can ask her. That's the point of it. They seem to be missing the fact that chores aren't something strictly for one person to do, but instead, you can help each other with it. Heck, chores could even be a fun thing to do if you do it with someone that you enjoy being around. And like I said at the very beginning of this video, this should all be common knowledge to many people. This shouldn't be something that has to be a news article. Especially with Ukraine and Russia, baby formula shortages, gas shortages, a number of other things. And this being a primary spot for news, it didn't really have to be made. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, make a ring-a-ding-ding. I'd like to give a shout out to all my Discord detectives, that being Ryu, Baby Loser, Quinn/Moth, Detective Sassy Coco, and Lil Dormy. Thank you guys so much for all your help. It really does mean the world to me that you can help me out whenever I need it. If you want, I have a little donation page where right here, right now, I could be shouting out a message you send me through that donation page. Just send me a donation of $1, $3, $5, or $10 with a message and a username. And I will be responding to it right here at this part of the video. You can also become a monthly member that will really help me out with paying the bills and give you exclusive perks. Of course, this is all, along with everything else, going to be down in the Google Doc, which I am aware did not pop up in the last two videos. I had to fix that. I don't know why it wasn't linked, but I fixed it for you guys. The doc should be perfectly fine now. If you want, check out my Discord server. It's the one-stop shop for everything Smile. I have polls where you can vote for my video every day. But don't forget, monthly members get access to a second poll that you can vote on. And you also have the Ask Smile section. Everyone is available to this, because I know how hard it is to get in contact with your favorite YouTubers these days. You can basically just at me with any question at that Discord server. I check it once a day, and that's the easiest way that you can get in contact with me is through Discord. I am almost always snooping around Discord. It's my favorite spot to hang out. I am going to start with streaming next week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I will have charity streams on Wednesdays, so you guys can give back to the community in a way that I can give back to you guys. So if you ever want to check me out, it is going to be on my Smile Live channel, which I don't have on the dock quite yet because I'm trying to figure out how to work everything on this new streaming platform I'm using. As soon as I get everything set up, locked down, I am going to put it on the Google Doc for you guys. Just give me time and I will make it there. But other than that, guys, I want to thank you for coming and watching this video. And Yo Man Smile is over and out. Peace.